Hi people, it's Newbie back again with another update from an operating session. Went over to Tom's house a couple weeks ago, or maybe longer now, and did just set up the camera by the Denver yard to try to get some video. And here you see that little excursion train that I said I was going to get some better footage of, pulling out of the station as it's being passed by a train going in the opposite direction. The camera's actually set up here on the at the end of the Denver yard.
At Tabernash, westbound track 1.
And now as the camera pans, you see John is the yardmaster at Denver today, and John's going to be doing some switching, we'll see throughout the video today as this train passes the yard on track number, actually it's on track number 1, I guess.
Okay. Rio Grande Extra 3800 westbound track 1 at Malta.
You just heard the call out of passing Malta. Malta is those signal towers that you see about in the middle of the yard. That's what we call Malta, and that's actually a crossover point. And so that's one of the locations on the layout where trains can cross over from track 1 to track 2 on the main line. Here you see John is pulling a string of cars back out of the yard on track 8, and he's getting ready to spot those cars using a little steam-powered switcher. As he switches the track so that he can now shove the cars back into the appropriate. I think he's about to shove some cars into track number 7 here. No, I was wrong. That's track number 8. And you see John is reaching over to, Tom has little magnetic disconnect tools that he's actually made. They're a little H-frame with magnets on each side of it so that you can disconnect the cars. John made the disconnect, and now he's backing the rest of the cars back so that he can prepare to switch for the next one. As you see train approaching on track 2.
1189 by Malta.
That's track, as you just may have just heard, that's train number 1189 with 2 steam-powered units.
Rio Grande 1189 by Tabernash. Eastbound for track 2.
You just heard the call out there, going by Tabernash, which is the station that you saw the little excursion train pull out of at the beginning of the video. Now John pulls the cars back. As the string of cars clears the switch for track 8, he flips the switches and prepares to shove the cars back into the next track.
I like that with the long string of cars, just like on the real railroad. The engine, the first few cars will move to the slack, runs the end, and then the end of the string.
Yeah, that's cool looking.
Yeah.
Rio Grande Extra 3800 westbound track 1 at Tabernash.
And as you heard there, train number 3802, or 3800, I'm sorry, goes by on track number 1. Had a little jump there, as you can tell. And now we see John still pushing cars, and here comes our excursion train in the background. We're going to get some other footage of that right here as I manipulate the camera. I'm actually engineer for that train right now at this point in the video. And so trying to do double duty with little camera operation as well as running the train. Not the finest of camera work there. But that's a neat little train. Little trouble with the autofocus in that segment. And it disappears into the other room of the layout, or one of the other rooms of the layout.
Rio Grande 1189 is through Malta, track 1 eastbound.
Glad I got you here.
Train 1189 again, continuing on its route on track number 1.
Now you clear this when you clear? 566.
And now you see the excursion train number 566 that I'm engineering coming into the view and on the other end of the yard area.
Rio Grande 1189 past Tabernash.
And John continues his switching.
Cleared Malta, track back to normal.
And we just switched 566 from track 2 over to track 1 at the crossover at Malta. And you just heard me announce flipping the crossover back to normal.
So between these white points, when you get, that's the measurement, that's the train?
Yeah.
You put that, you pull that train out now, you send that thing for longer, and put that train on an outbound track.
Better footage of it that time by. Now we've zoomed in a little bit on the yard area so you can see a little better as John is doing his switching of the cars. Looks like he's only got about 4 cars left of that train to spot in the yard.
You'll see there's the staging on track 2, and set up the curve.
Rio Grande, extra 3800, westbound track 2. Thank you for the setup.
And train 3800 is about to come into view again from the right.
Rio Grande extra 3800, westbound track 2 at Tabernash.
Caught a little glimpse of Kurt there, and as he's actually piloting or engineering 3800 at this point. You watch Kurt's YouTube channel. He puts out videos about once a week, and you saw me do a video at his layout. Wow, guess it's been maybe 3 months ago.
Okay, so that's off of track 2 over there.
So John's pushing cars into track 5 right now.
Yeah, go on to track 2 from track 1.
Is it lined up now?
No, you need to do that.
Ah, okay.
And now you see on the left there, you saw John pull the cards out from the staging area there, and he's going to put those in the slot. So that would be the slot for track 5, so that now the cards that go with those particular cars are now in the proper slot, or in the proper box on the side of the layout.
Hey, Tom.
Again, proceed ahead. Be with him a second.
Another train approaching Malta and switching over onto track 2 from track 1 at the Malta crossover.
Track 5 is actually fuller right now than track 8. Track 5 needs to be pulled out on the outbound track.
Rio Grande 1189, clear Malta. Track 2, eastbound.
1189. Yeah, you got that one right back there. So ahead of you is this one.
Do the cross over the foot back there?
You're cleared, I guess.
In the distance, you see the little excursion train coming in, and I believe at this point you'll see it go over into the station on the track on the far right.
Rio Grande 1189 cleared Tabernacle.
As I'm finishing up with my excursion train operating duties for the day. I've got to hurry here because my next responsibility is I need to jump out of this excursion train as soon as I get it in the station and run across the yard and jump in the freight train. My responsibility now is to get that freight train that is sitting on track 2 out and get it running, and so that's what I'm about to do here. If you look close, you can see me running across the tracks, trying to get ahead of that freight train that's about to back into track 3. And there I go. See me running, see me running, see me running. Well, maybe not, but anyway, that's the idea. Okay, now John's all finished with his switching, and he's about to spot that switch engine into its home track, which is actually the one very close to the foreground of the camera here, as he runs back around to get that train spotted. And I have to wait for him to get clear before I can pull that freight train out of track 2 and go out of the yard onto the main line. In the lower left corner there, you see John flipping the switches. And now the train, he's coming into the view from the right as I move the camera on you. And I've got that steam engine fired up and ready to come out of track 2. That particular switch right there, you just saw John flip it. That's a manual switch. The ones closest to the edge of the layout there are not automated.
Alright, you're getting out with this. I'm on track 2. So you're gonna let yourself out with the switches in?
Alright, you hear John flipping the switches to give me clearance to come out of track 2.
You're lead on track 1, right? I'm just learning this. Trying to learn.
And here we go, we're rolling. Little glitch in the matrix right there. Actually, what happened was that hit a dead spot in that switch and had to manually push it across there. And didn't want to show that on camera.
Very low already on this. batteries that last time.
Always maintenance to be done on a layout. You see 3802 now is proceeding out of Denver Yard onto track 1.
He's gonna go out
Love the sound of those steam engines.
1189, thank you. Grand Junction Yard Master, how you doing over there?
Comes another train on track 1, and he'll be falling in behind me.
Okay, we got it. Need you to stand up. We're gonna do it one more. Yeah. Give it to myself and you.
3802 has cleared the yard leave eastbound on track 1.
Track 1, thank you.
And there you heard me call clear of the yard.
Yeah. Let's see the stopping. You got a caboose ahead of you. Just see that train right there?
Right?
No.
Yep.
See that train right? He's ahead of you, so don't run into
Okay.
it.
Keep it clear. Rio Grande Extra 1189. It's cleared Malta, eastbound track 1.
Malta.
And we had a little jump there as I reset the camera, and you see a couple trains passing in the Malta, at the Malta crossover. So that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed this rather lengthy video of an operating session at Tom's house. And, join us again and we'll see what happens.
Grand Junction,